Hello everybody, Ken here, and welcome back to Hades. "69 escape attempts." There it is. Bam, 69. And we finished it. We saw the Queen's plan to fruition, and we're kind of done. But I thought we'd do a little bit more, just one final send off, because we never saw Achilles and Patroclus together. We only just commuted his sentence.
All right, where were we?
What's up, Orpheus?
So, I'm quite confused, I must admit, my friend. The Queen Persephone, she is your mother then? How is it that she came to reside here?
Well, it all started when my father saw her on Olympus.
Oh, can we get a song about this? That'd be nice.
He swept her off her feet and brought her here. The Olympians, they got pretty worried when they saw she was gone. But now it's okay. Everything's out in the open.
Hope everyone's okay. Hope everyone is staying hydrated and
But
cool.
surely the Queen's mother on Olympus, the great goddess Demeter, surely she would quite like it if she saw her daughter still from time to time.
Oh, that. Thing is, Mother ate some pomegranate seeds when she was here. And we have rules about that stuff, you know. It means she cannot leave this place for very long at all. I'm sure Demeter will understand. And unfreeze everything when her daughter's around.
Ah, yes, pomegranate seeds, of course, of course. Though, there is one more subject I don't understand, which is how you fit into all of this. Were you not trying to escape from here?
Forget about me, Orpheus. This isn't about me,
This has been a long tale, Orpheus. It's a difficult one to get into.
I see. I understand. Well, thank you then for clearing all that.
Oh, there we
up.
go.
It is a
At least
splendid
Orpheus
tale, I must
understands.
say, and
Makes
every
one of
part
us.
it makes sense to me at last.
Same goes for me, mate. Same goes for me.
Anything else to do here? Oh, we could unlock a theme. What a sonorous theme. This is 10, or the lovely theme is 15. Should we get should we get one of these? Should we get a sonorous theme? See what that looks like.
Work approved. I rather like this style, so let's go ahead and make it official.
To trifles such as that in time.
I think it just changes the way our stuff looks. And we can always change it back, but we'll try it out. I always forget to look to see what they're like, but they're not that expensive in the grand scheme of things at this point. So
Here you go.
what about a divine chaise? Oh, for Hypnos, there we go.
Important job to do.
Little seat if Hypnos doesn't want to sit on his thing. And I don't know. I feel like that's about everything really. But
Go ahead.
let's get on with it. Let's get in. We had one weapon that we didn't use. The new aspect of Lucifer. We have Igneous Eden, which launches volatile hellfire. So this amps up the hellfire blast damage, which I think are the bombs. Yeah, special launches hellfire. Okay, so this affects how much. Is that how much this does? No, that's how much this does. Okay. Interesting. We don't have a ton, but I guess we'll ramp it up.
We are one.
Why not?
Hey, whoa, what?
And what do we want to go with it? I really don't know what would go with it, to be honest. It seems to hit a lot of times, so presumably anything like a Zeus could be really good on it. Alternatively, Demeter or maybe Dionysus, although like obviously we're not going to stack up that much with Dionysus. Let's try Zeus out, see if we can get a Zeus thingy. We do need a new thing to add to this. Maybe it's time to put the tight deadline on. And see how that does us. Because I feel like we're keeping within the boundaries anyway. And it does stop those survival things coming up, which can be a pain sometimes. Okay, your igneous attack has infinite charge, but no longer ramps. Well, I feel like I don't know how I feel about that because I haven't got a good feel of how much the ramp damage matters. So it's firing 50% faster, 15% range. That seems great, and we've used targeting system before, but it's... Let's try one of these ones that is... Okay. It's got a fun noise. I'll give it that much. This is an Erebus gate, right? Sure, we'll get a Zeus thing anyway. Let's try out an Erebus gate, see how that goes. I hope everyone's keeping well. I imagine, you know,
Get him, wretches.
people are probably just lounging around in the heat trying to stay cool, and that's okay.
Can't touch me, you wretches.
I'm also assuming that these, there we go. These, guns don't stop people from... so that stops people, but the gun doesn't, which is important to note. It's very hot. It is still... It felt cooler earlier today, and it's just continued to ramp up.
But let me tell you, I am under the impression it went smashingly. It was amazing, man. Let's have another.
So I have no idea what happened, but it seems... that probably means it was good, right? Everyone seems content. Again, I'm drinking a lot of water today, which I would recommend everyone does. Special Inflicts Hangover. That could be kind of fun. Just stacking up the hangover. I'm gonna reroll. I don't actually love any of these that much. These aren't much better either. I'm gonna take the Festive Fog. I like the Festive Fog. We don't use it very often. It's one where we used a lot early on. Oh, I need to go run a timer. Right. I also need to mind my rerolls because we don't have a ton of them. It's a weird thing to get rid of. So it keeps going when you dash, which is interesting. Martin said he really likes this weapon. He says it's his favorite of the guns, which is high praise because I think a lot of the guns are very good. I think the base gun is fine, and I think both of the others are really strong.
Which path?
So saying that it's one of his favorites is I don't know. I would consider that fairly high praise for the guns. But yeah, this is really not a reflective episode, but you know, we've come to the end of Hades. I really enjoyed it. I said last week, I kind of wish the ending had more the Zarya of Hades. Yeah, I kind of wish that there was a little bit more to the ending, that more people talked.
So then the waking phrase
We only really got Zeus chatting to us.
aspect bearer, Lucifer, was it? Struck his own Lord Father. Tried to, anyway. A not uncommon story, it would seem.
The fallen angel. Okay, chain lightning. That's what we wanted, and it's epic, which is nice.
Electric.
But yeah, it seems kind of cool. It is kind of Zarya-ish, I guess. Okay, that feels like it works. Yeah, that seems good. Oh yeah, that is nice. Can we put down multiples of these at once? Oh, we can, yeah. I realize we're wasting a bit of time here. Oh, interesting. So when you put down a fourth one, the others blow up? Or maybe that's a time thing? So maybe you can have 3 down at once? Okay. The way they aim off is kind of weird. But I guess you kind of get used to that. That feels nice. But yeah, generally I really enjoyed the ramp up of the story. I felt like it was very satisfying. Alright, I forgot we've not got a cast stone, which is... I also like that the beam changes, like it's yellow now. Before it was like an orangey.
To say I had a pretty decent time with everybody at our little visit recently. Met you, Uncle Hades, even Great Achilles. Still don't quite appreciate you tricking us, but I can get over it eventually. Anyway, you still could use assistance from me, right?
Of course. The crit could be okay. It does kind of pulse. I feel like I would want to apply weak or something with it, or apply doom. I think Martin said doom was quite good. So maybe we'll aim to do one of those. Yeah, I like that this is like a yellow sort of lightning-y beam now. It's like a fun touch. Okay.
Over there.
So far, so good.
Good enough to eat.
And honestly, I mean, like I said, there's potentially so much more Hades I could play. Like I've still got so many levels of heat to try and attempt, but you know, obviously, I feel like we've played a lot of Hades on the channel, like more than I actually anticipated to. I thought the fine landing might take slightly less time than it did, but I was still pretty comfortable with continuing because I was having fun with it. But I do want to move on to some other things. I haven't decided quite what we'll play next yet. Maybe we'll do a one-off or two.
Hello, Your Highness.
If we haven't decided on something.
My understanding is the Queen herself.
But I'm open to suggestions.
Correct. Moreover, I have heard a truly fascinating rumor about her.
That I'm her son. It's true, sir. And she's back with us for now, indeed. I think we're all still getting used to it, but it feels good having her in my life.
That's nice.
That's wonderful to hear. I'd always heard good things about that one.
Family. That's what it's all
No
about.
wonder such a quality runs in the family.
What do we want here? I guess we'll take the oval. Darkness wouldn't hurt.
Don't know why I keep doing this, Boldy, yet here we are.
I mean, look at all the sweet bonuses we're getting.
That's that.
Notice also the timer seems to be frozen in these areas, which is nice. 3% damage reduction. I mean, that's actually not bad, given that like Athena's one is like 12%. The one that she gives you, like 3% is not like a thing to sniff too much at as like a random bonus. I mean, it's not really what you go in the room for, but. Oh, I see. There's one of these mine fellas over here. There we go. Got to stay on the move. Remember the time is going. I always forget about the timer. This is why I don't use it. Not because we couldn't do it within the timer, but just because I keep forgetting that I have to. But maybe it'll keep the pace up a little bit more. I feel like we always finish within, what is it, like 36 minutes, I guess it would be, because it's 9 minutes a stage on level 1. I feel like we usually finish with more than under 36-minute runs. I guess the only slight thing is, you know, like this first area we have to finish in 9 minutes. It's not like we get 36 minutes for the full thing. So hypothetically, if we took too long at the start, that would be a problem. But it seems to be okay. Knucklehead. I think we've got time to do this. I think this is the second shot, maybe? Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm misestimating here. That seems to work okay.
I can't.
We got 747 gold. I don't know quite how we've managed to get that much.
Hope you enjoyed the feast with the Olympians, Charon.
But that's good.
We didn't have much
I'll
of a
take
chance
it.
to chat, though it looked like you and Hermes were having a good time.
They seem like best buds, Charon and Hermes. Which is nice. It's nice that they've got each other.
We'll have to do it again sometime. Thank you, mate.
Okay, this is not a great special. It's a common one, but we'll take it. We'll bump our health up a bit. Oh, that blue vase is a sneaky money vase, and I missed it.
Oh, I gotta ask, how come you keep on showing up, Redblood? I thought you would have had enough beatings by now.
Never. You know me, Electo.
Well, you know, I've come to enjoy these visits with you so much, Electo, that I've made it something of a regular routine. Form good habits and then stick to them, I say.
Exactly, Zagreus.
You call this a good habit, huh? Maybe for me it is. Well, come here all you like, and I will be here waiting every single time. About once every 3 times, anyway.
I feel like the Festive Fog is a lot less useful against the bosses. It's still good, but obviously you lose the kind of inherent benefit of the Festive Fog of stunning enemies, because it doesn't really work on the bosses. I guess you can just use it on the general mobs as well, as like a crowd control thing. But losing the damage ramp just to get that, I don't know. I'm a little torn on it. Gun seems to do good damage though, so at least we got that. I guess I could sell the festival. I like it, but it kind of, I think you need to get, we could get the duo boon, which I think makes things get hit by lightning. I can't remember what you need for that. Okay, this does pause our timing, so we can Olympian gods. Let's have a look, see if we can find it. Scintillating feast. We have the conditions, so maybe we'll keep it hold of it, see if we can get our hands on the scintillating feast. We'll take Diary's thing just to try it out. 36 for 60 gold is not bad. Let's do it, and let's get a fishing point. We've actually got a lot of cash, especially since we did that. Oh right, we have to sell something, of course. So I think we do sell the trippy. I'll sell the pressure points just so we can see if we can get the duo boon, because we haven't used it, and I'd like to give it a shot. If it doesn't come up at all, maybe we'll sell it later if we need to. If it's between that and like an actual core boon, then I'm not going to sell something important to the build. Okay, next one is the one. There it is. Crustacean.
Another crustacean.
So far this weapon feels nice enough. I'm not necessarily sold on it as a favourite. I feel like the orbs are a little awkward to aim. They don't seem to lock onto enemies in quite the same way that the default things do. I guess that's because they're not really, you know, the other... Normally the special on the gun specifically is like a bomb that lands on the enemies, whereas this is like it's like an AoE thing, so you don't necessarily want to place it on top of an enemy so much as place it in like an area where a lot of enemies are going to be. So maybe they didn't want it to be quite as directly aimed onto things.
That was a real something of a feast back at your place. A little awkward having to pretend we just met, but hey, I'm an Olympian. Means I can posture with the best of them. Good times, cuz. Glad it all worked out.
You're very welcome, Hermes. I'm glad you had a nice time. Attack is faster, could be interesting the way it ramps up. I do really like hyper sprint. It's very, very safe. I will take the hyper sprint.
Moving right
I think it's a very solid boon.
On to the next one.
I wonder what we take here. We've got a good selection of things. We could look to Pom. Pom would upgrade this and this and this. I don't think it can upgrade this. So we'd actually miss out on one thing. We could alternatively just go for the rarity. I think whatever we get is pretty good.
Do you ever play any music or sing or anything yourself, Hades?
I play a bit of the
I think we go for the Poms. I think we go for the Poms. 3 Poms I think is good value.
On it. Never really tried singing though. Can't even imagine, really.
Well, might I recommend giving it a shot at some point? Who knows? You might be the next Orpheus.
That's very funny, given that Orpheus's voice actor and Zagreus's voice actor are the same person, Darren Korb.
Sure.
So maybe you could sing as well as him. But yeah, you probably could.
Bye now.
Okay. Let's keep pressing on. See how we go. I still think Poms are one of those things, like, we definitely underrated them when we first started playing. The value they give you is really good, even though like it's diminishing returns. And you're like, well, I should just get a new boon, because you don't get, like, the first Pom gives you like, I don't know, like a sort of 50% value, and then the next one gives you like 30% value, and the next one gives you like 10% value. But actually it turns out that just min-maxing into stacking specific boons ends up being better for most builds. versus spreading yourself across too many different boons, I think.
Must be something I
Kind of
can
depends
use.
what you're doing, but generally I feel like that is the case.
Just what I need.
There it is, the scintillating feast. Let's do it. Your festive fog attacks also deal lightning damage periodically.
Duo power.
How much damage did it do? 60. I mean, if it's regular, that's pretty good. That makes that a lot more useful against bosses as well, because obviously, if they're standing in it, you're going to take a bunch of damage, and that's good.
Death again, huh?
I always destroy this one before we start. I don't really know why. Ah, right, of course, it's the big boy. I think we call in Meg here, because this big boy is quite dangerous, and the encounter pretty much ends once he's gone. But, like, the fact that he just, like, makes everyone impervious to damage makes this a pretty deadly encounter. There we go. That feels okay to use that one.
Time to collect. Olympus, I accept this message.
We still have enough to do one on the next mini boss, and then have 2 for the Styx area. Dionysus Aid, a great boon. Turned out we didn't actually need the Dionysus thing because we got the duo boon off Zeus, but works either way. I'll take it.
Ready for me.
Nice to get a new duo boon. Always, I think that's one of those other fun things is like we still haven't used all the duo boons, and like I could probably like specifically hunt for each one, but I do like them kind of coming up naturally over time. You know, I feel like I started to play towards them a little bit more, but maybe not like too closely. Hey Kyle, good to see you. Hope you are doing well, staying cool and refreshed as much as you can in this weather. We are using a new weapon, the Lucifer Rail. After using cool, sure, I do like this one. It lasts for 10 seconds, it's very good. I do think that is a very high tier one. We'll buy this just because we have a lot of money. Still can't do that. But, yeah, make sure you're staying well hydrated. I think I'm definitely going to play more Hades on my own time now that I'm done. I have been playing it a little bit, just on like a second account that's not as far into the game. Don't tell me what to do. Listen, I can't force you to, but it would mean a lot to me if you stayed well hydrated and didn't get a heat stroke. I'm just going to wrap this up for now. I love a jolted. Oh, I do like smoldering air. It is very good with the combination. We can always get jolted later, but it isn't epic jolted. This is never going to change. I think this is fine. I think we're building up our god gauge pretty quickly anyway. So we'll just grab that. You're going to put on a hoodie and eat rice cakes? I guess, look.
Not really in a talking mood this time, Larry.
Whatever makes you happy, I suppose. So this gun has like these little like pulsating balls that it fires out. I need to be careful I don't see, there's the lightning. The lightning's not super frequent, but it's okay. Make sure we use our cool so we can get second wind going, which gives us more dodge and move. I think that's all of them. There's a little dude here. Oof. Thank you for the hydrate. Much appreciated.
That's what you get.
Unlike Kyle, I'm quite happy to be reminded to have a delicious drink of water any time of the year, but especially right now.
They're already expecting you up in Elysium.
Okay, what do we want here? We need a dash. Splashy dashy. Could be a possibility. What was that duo boom that we didn't actually take? God gauge charges up faster. I think that's Aphrodite, the smouldering air. Let's mix it up. Let's get Poseidon in. We do need to sell something here, though. Ah, it's so tempting to sell the scintillating feast. Even though that kind of... I don't know. I don't know what else I would sell. I mean, I would sell the special, I guess. Which is okay. Or we could just sell the Jolted. We can probably get it back. Let's sell the Jolted. The Jolted's good. But I don't think it's...
Thank you.
Everything. I want to hold on to this duo boom for a little bit. I mean, we had it for that one boss fight. It'd be nice to try it out a little bit longer.
Let's slay some heroes then.
Okay. I'm going to take a pom. We're getting to the point where the poms are going to be less. I think once you get stuff up to like level 4 or 5, unless you are all in on like a cast build or something, or there are some things like Dionysus is really good at stacking. Actually, Zeus is quite good at stacking. Things that only go up by one at a time stack a little bit better with like heavy upgrading, because if the minimum you can upgrade it is 1 point, then you're always going to have to upgrade it by 1 point. Whereas when you're like going up like 5%, 4%, 3%, 2%, like there's a lot more room for it to drop down. So I think the flat damage multipliers often end up actually scaling better than a lot of the other ones.
What do we have here?
Okay. You see here, we're just going up by 1 at a time, and that's not that much, but it is continuing to clonk up at a faster rate, or at a consistent rate, whereas the other ones go a bit slower. Let's try and get another hammer. See what else this thing can do. I don't know if we'll get another unique one, but you never know. It's interesting. I feel like I'm getting a weird feel for this weapon because we are doing it with a hammer that isn't obviously the way the default weapon feels. So I'm probably going to get used to this range, and then the normal weapon's going to feel really short range to me because we don't have the benefit of this. Okay, that's actually... Okay, no, that is quite consistent. It's about once a second. That's pretty good. Might even be faster than that, but it feels like about once a second. There we go. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we can get this. We can either get the triple beam, 3 in a spread pattern, or the ramp up 100% faster, so double ramp up. That sounds really good. This also targeting system, we had it again earlier. Good boon, but we've seen it many times. Don't really need to see it again. Let's get ourselves another reroll. We've only got the one. Reroll is always very nice to have. I guess really what I should do is stack up these things, because it seems like they do both proc. It's not they're not tied together, so we're getting more lightning out of having them both down at once. Whereas normally you would only want one festive fog, because obviously there's not really much benefit to stunning them with multiple fogs in one spot. It does, I guess, maybe stun them more often, but they're pretty much perma-stunned in it anyway, a lot of the small enemies. So, it doesn't feel too necessary. Let's go for the splashy dashy. It's what we took the thing for. Hey, buddy.
Everyone's saying that the Queen is back. Do you know what that means, short one?
Well, for me at least, it happens to mean quite a bit. I'm her son.
It doesn't mean a thing. We're still here to fight. Though for what is
Thank you for the posture check.
My mother also was a queen.
Ah.
May yours treat you better than she treated me.
Ah.
Better than I'm about
Poor
to treat you
Asterius.
here.
All women are queens, Asterius. I don't know if it's better to let those pulse on them. I guess given that we're just putting weak on them, probably not. Probably better just to get the big damage. There we go. Ah, we need to make sure we get Patroclus if we see him, because that's kind of why we're here, really. That's the main reason I'm still here. Otherwise, I probably would have ended last week, but I really want to see Patroclus. Like, we've come so far. To end without seeing those two get together would be a real shame, IMO. I didn't want to leave them hanging on that. Hey, Martin, good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Down there with your old father and Persephone when she had sight. I never thought I'd see her again. So then we're one big happy family at last. But you've a job to do, and we upon Olympus will do our fair share.
Hope you're keeping hydrated. Tidal Dash, that's what we came for. The splashy dashy. We're trying out the Lucifer. Which seems to be pretty good so far. I like it. It's unique in the way that a lot of the hidden weapons are. Seems pretty good. We've got some good stuff for it. We got two hammers that benefit it. One that gives us extra range and faster startup time, and one that increases how quickly the damage ramps up, which seems to make it even more potent, which is nice.
Power of Olympus.
Okay. Pom again. I feel like the Poms are doing us okay. We're getting a lot of Poms at the moment, but that's fine. You know, not necessarily a bad thing. Just a lot of tossing in this run. Just a lot of tossing balls around, which is fun. One more that extends the range of the damage pulse. That sounds like it'd be pretty good. There were a couple of other ones that we didn't take that didn't sound as good. One of them gives you like infinite ammo, but you don't ramp up damage. I'd be interested to try that, but I feel like I don't mind having to reload. Generally, the ones where you don't have to reload don't feel that useful. Because I feel like reloading's not that big of a hassle once you get used to the timing on it. I can't remember what the other one we had was. I don't think it was a range extender, but I'm not sure.
Gods grant me strength.
All potentially good options here. We'll upgrade the trippy shots a little bit lower.
Let's see what's in here.
What have we got coming up? Okay, nothing of note. I will grab this Hydrolite then. Do we want gems? Have we got time to get gems? Let's do it.
Who dares?
Just get the balls out there. Put your balls on the field, you know, that's what it's all about. It's a very chaotic build, which I guess is like a lot of the guns. There's a lot going on screen.
There we go. And my keep.
But that's all part of the fun, you know, is being able to read what's going on. I feel at this point, like I usually have a pretty good feel on what's going on. Sometimes with all these explosions, it can be a little difficult to tell. So you just be a bit careful about that, but usually when everything's blowing up, it's usually good for you, so I'm not going to complain too much about it. Splashy Dash is obviously very nice because it lets us stagger these guys into walls, which is nice. Okay, we got a duo room, we got another pom. We are very pommed at the moment. Duos in Elysium are a little bit risky, but we'll do it.
The gods want me to choose.
Poseidon's an interesting one. He's not usually that dangerous, but he can be. If you get caught out by the wave, it can be a problem. We do have to keep a close eye. We have to play this a little bit more carefully. Are we doing okay for time, I think? So this is a problem where it's this chaotic, is trying to work out. There we go. So it was over to our right there, but it will teleport around. So as long as we just dash past it every time, we should be okay. I feel like it's actually more dangerous in Elysium because with the green floor, it can sometimes be a little difficult to see where the wave is. So you have to keep a real close eye out for it and just play it safe. It doesn't turn around very quickly, so you can usually get a lot out of just dodging past it. And there we go. Wasn't too bad, all things considered.
All right, no need to fight about this any longer, don't you think, nephew? Here, take my blessing like you should have in the first place.
Still good lines, still like new lines for a lot of this stuff, which is cool given we're like 70 runs deep and like multiple victories in. We've seen like 2 sets of endings. Wave pounding is okay. I'm gonna re-roll this. It's a little bit risky. We'll take the rupture. I guess we'll shop here. Do we not get our boy? Is this the final shop? I think it is. That's a bummer. All right, well, don't worry. We've got more runs today, so it's not the end of the world. I would have liked to have. Oh, there's the smoldering air again. This could be interesting, but I feel like we're not having. How often do you see that many enemies? I'm gonna take the smoldering air. I like smoldering air. I think it's a fun boon, and it actually works really well with the second wind.
He returns. Have you yet heard, monster? The Queen Persephone is back to rule the Underworld.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep going until those 2 show up.
Perhaps one of these days or nights, she shall be present in the stands to witness your destruction at our hands.
Yeah, about that, she's my mother. So maybe watch your fool mouth with me, or else I might just put in a bad word.
Oh, you disgust me, demon, that you would even dare to say such things about the Queen.
All right.
Prepare now to be vanquished in her name.
Thank you for the stretch. Just preemptive stretch before we get in. Here we go. Oh, they're just coming at me. I had to dash through him there. That was a little bit dangerous. Oh wow, okay, I wasn't expecting him to charge me like that. I feel like he very rarely does that. I don't know if it's based on being close to Asterius or something, because I feel like he almost never does it. And we generally keep them quite far apart. I've got to remember to use my smoldering air as well. I'm not using it at all. That's the entire reason I took it as well. Oh, he's done. Look at that. Limb right before you defile the Queen.
What a loudmouth.
A little messy, that one, but
Hello, supportive shade.
we've left our balls all over the arena.
You won't get through quite that easily.
Okay. Don't really feel like we need any more boons. Let's take a, what have we got in the shop here? We do need to sell something, which is I would sell razor shoals, I guess. I don't love doing it, but I'll do it. Let's take Yarn of Ariadne. Why not? We don't take it too often. I like Yarn of Ariadne. I feel like it's very difficult to ascertain how valuable it is. 70 gold is quite a lot to pay for it. But I would probably pay 70 extra gold if you guaranteed me a rarity up on a lot of pickups. So I guess that means it's probably worthwhile. It's just that you have to pay it ahead of time and you don't really know what kind of boon you're going to get beforehand. So it makes it a little bit harder to pick up, or a little bit harder to, you know, guarantee what you're going to get from it. Obviously here we kind of get to choose what boon we're getting, which is nice. Right, gotta remember to use my Smouldering Air regularly.
No use.
Okay.
No way.
This is good. We can kind of get them staggered, and then by the time we've fired off all our balls, we can use our call and give them the beans.
Father thinks my chambers are a mess. Meg, you call?
I actually think Smouldering Air on Dionysus is really good, because part of the thing with it is it wears off pretty quickly. But obviously with Smouldering Air, you can just keep reapplying it quickly, in about the time it takes to wear off. I'll take Hydraulic Might, sure. Good for clearing out sticks. We have no guarantee that we're going to get the thing quickly, so... I like this weapon though. I'm going to enjoy playing around with it more on my own time. Okay. Oh, I forgot about the shot. No! That's bad. We got the Hourglass of Charon on, so that's kind of not a problem. But we'd benefit a lot from having from picking up the stuff in the shop, because that's really what the trinket is good for. I definitely think one of the best trinkets in the game. Heal, 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 get out. Oh, poisoned again. Give me the heal. Just shooting wildly. Just nice. Blasting. You know, see what happens. Sometimes things are off screen and you just wanna get them killed and not worry about it too much. Health. We are quite low on health, to be honest. Which is okay with the gun, but it is still a little bit scary, especially as you know, you don't really stun stuff. One of the nice things about the gun, I guess, is that bosses don't get stunned by anything anyway, generally. So the fact that the gun, one of the gun's bigger weaknesses is the fact that it doesn't stun enemies, doesn't really matter as much. Very satisfying when they all die at about the same time. I still enjoy that. Just the core feel of this game continues to be very satisfying at all times, even after all these hours. It is, you know, in some ways it gives me those things that Final Fantasy XIV gives me. It is hitting things as they come off cooldown to an extent. I mean, it's not really cooldown, but like, it's, you know, hitting your combos and then moving out of things on the floor that are going to damage you. Or moving away from AoEs and stuff. Right, that's it's a big part of this game. And I love doing that in any video game. Anytime I can walk out of AoEs to safety, I'm always going to be about that. We got loads of cash here. I'm actually going to use our reroll.
How about a different set of choices then?
I'll
take that.
Just take everything. Because why not? They're all beneficial to us. We are getting a long old sticks here. I'm kind of glad that we decided to invest. Okay, we can kill that. That's fine. Get rid of the poison. Poison goes away when you finish the area, I think. So,
not now.
Don't need to worry too much about it once you can clear the area. Come on! There it is.
No Satus. Olympus,
good money. That's all we need. And we get our jolted back after all this time. Not quite as good as it was before, but it's fine. It's still going to benefit our damage a little bit. Oh, fish, fish, fish.
Lots on offer here. Don't spend it all.
Oh, I just bought a Dionysus spoon. Okay, I guess that's fine. It was the expensive one as well. It did give us an upgrade to our trippy shot, so I guess that's okay.
Think I got one.
But I really just wanted to get a fish. I rushed it. I would take the upgrade here, even though we're fairly far in. And we'll put it on the Dionysus aid, given that we have the smoldering air for it.
Cerberus moves for no one.
No worries, Carl. I'll catch you in a minute.
He can make an exception.
You have to put the light on after this round, I think.
I can go.
Let's get into that kind of time.
Here's the surface exogryph. Maybe it's as rare a sight for Lucifer as it is for me.
You approached me with that loathsome rail, boy. Emanating a hellish fury, more even than usual at that. Little surprise you took a shine to it. It was the weapon that I hated most of all.
The rail in general.
Well, someone called Lucifer apparently thought differently and took a crack at his own father with it once. This one's for him, then.
Invoking names you know nothing about.
What was he?
Presuming all the while.
Is Lucifer a good guy? I don't know.
You take that monstrous
Never heard of him.
For another friend.
He's not from around here, that's for sure.
Be wary of its influence. But let us fight.
Let's do this, father. Ah, he got away. I should have waited for him to come back. That's on me, really.
Darkness.
I feel like this is a smouldering air boss as much as it is like an actual like Lucifer boss. But that's the way it goes in Hades, you know? Oh, okay. Bad damage there. Okay, easy does it. What game's next? That's a good question. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions, preferably something I already have access to. I'm not necessarily opposed to buying something, but I have so many games that like I bought with the intention of playing, that like, or that are on Game Pass and stuff. So like, and hello Connor, good to see you. You've not been on the PC in a few days, which is very funny given that you're playing Final Fantasy 14.
I'll get you yet.
Yes.
Yes. That was fun. I like that weapon. Oh, look at this. We got our new thing. Our new sonorous theme. That's kind of fun. I do like that. I guess I should put on the flash fire and the concentrated beam. And then like the two duo boons. There we go. That feels like a thing. Look at that. If you mentioned it, but you've got a PS5. Yeah, it's a shame it's not quite as powerful as the PC, but you know, it's pretty cool.
Yet very deadly beetle landed upon Hydra, slaying Zagreus, ending his attempt.
Looks better on the PS5. That's weird. I guess you're running it on your 4K TV though, right? Or when you're on your PS5.
Well, that was interesting.
I mean, I still think that game is obviously dated, but I still think it looks gorgeous.
I heard the feast you had here. It was really something else. All the gods together in one place, eating, drinking, not killing one another. That must have been a sight.
You should have been there, Hypnos. Not that I noticed your absence, though. What happened? Other pressing business?
Slept through the whole thing.
Wow.
Okay. Still not seen our boy. Let's give this another nudge.
Just giving you a nudge.
As we do.
I have to say, Mother, that was a clever plan. Convincing Father to finally let somebody have some fun around here.
This is where the fun begins.
I'm glad it worked out for the best. There's just one thing that happened that I ought to tell you about, son. No secrets between us and all. This is quite difficult for me to say.
Uh-oh. Oh, what's up, Mother?
It's about Demeter, isn't it? You two were talking half the night. She wants you to come home with her, doesn't she? You'll always be her little one, something like that.
Indeed. Something like that. You're quite perceptive, have I ever told you, Zagreus? But yes, my mother, she was quite conflicted. Didn't know whether to smite me or to hold me. Maybe both. And yes, she asked that I come home. To my responsibilities.
So, you're leaving? No, Mother, you can't be leaving. You just got here.
Oh, it's not as bad as that. It's just... if we are to keep the peace down here, then I must spend some time up there. Every so often. But I shall always return in no time at all. I promised Hades, and I promise you.
Go for half a year and come back. Yeah, you could. I mean, I was thinking like just, you know, just go on like a week by week basis, you know?
Well then, when are you going to go?
Soon, Zagreus.
Boom, seasons created. Yeah, I guess. I hadn't thought about it that way.
I don't suppose I can come with you, can I?
You know
No,
the surface isn't
you
good for
can't. You can't live on the surface, Zagreus.
Besides, you're needed here. But if you really want to see it for yourself someday, who knows? Perhaps eventually we'll figure out a way.
I'm going to miss you, Mother.
I'm going to miss you too, son.
I mean, she said she'd be back pretty soon, so...
I'm pleased to know my new, more flexible arrangement remains to your satisfaction still, my lord. I must admit I feared that my departure would result once more in a protracted stay within the pits of Tartarus.
Don't give me such ideas, Orpheus. Instead, you go about your business there and play your blasted songs when circumstances call for it.
I shall be happy to oblige, my lord. Eurydice and I are grateful for your
Aww.
magnanimity.
Lovely.
Good thing.
Wish you're in a new season right now? Yeah, so do I. Not a fan of all this, to be honest, but hey. Anything else we want here? An infernal fireplace by the pool of sticks. about the Master's Mark? Let's go in the middle here.
I think we can spruce up the centerpiece of the Great Hall just a bit.
Feels like a thing to do at the end of the game. Yeah! Nice shiny new centerpiece. Beautiful. Look at that. Really brings the house together.
It is you. It was a privilege to meet your relatives at last, child. Athena, Ares, and the rest. Confronted face to face, they were much more agreeable than I expected. A night we shall remember, was it not?
Well, apparently not for Dionysus, but...
A memorable night it was indeed, Nyx. Most of us, at least. Dionysus, he won't remember any of it, I don't think. But it was really good to see everyone having a good time. Getting along as though they didn't hold a grudge.
Perfect. I like that they addressed that.
Clear, I think.
Persephone told them everything they needed to hear. Sometimes that is the only way with family. Though the Olympians, they are prone to their misunderstandings, are they not? This state of kinship may not last eternally.
Well, let's enjoy it while it does, I guess.
Quite
A
so.
sound idea.
Quite so. Okay. What do we got here?
The stalwart casks of wine within the House of Hades now are almost entirely devoid of content.
Oh no. We gotta re-wine up. All that time they spent making wine.
During a certain feast.
We gotta make them all again.
They fought bravely, but Lord Dionysus was too strong. Dusa, this whole place, it looks immaculate. That's even after all Olympus came here for that giant feast. How did you get everything clean so fast?
Oh, well, I guess I have my ways, Prince. Sometimes you get one of those jobs and you just want to give it everything you've got, you know? I get a lot of jobs like that. Feeding Cerberus, cleaning the rafters. But this one, I just knew it was the perfect job for me.
Well, you did amazing.
It's weird, like, I don't love cleaning. But like, when you've had like a big event, I never really minded cleaning after like a big event. When there's like when it's like very like, okay, there's just a real mess here. We just got to do everything.
Wretched broker, what's new,
and you like, you throw on some music and you just sit back and you do all the cleaning at once. There's something satisfying about that, I think, specifically. That never bothered me as much as just generally like, oh, I got to vacuum the house every week just to keep it tidy, you know. That always bothered me a little bit more, to be honest. I don't know why. I probably shouldn't, but it did. 3 grand to get another Fated Persuasion, which is a lot. Right, we still need to find our boy. I don't really know what to use. I'm going to use the Herabow. Oh, sorry, no, the Ramabow, not the Herabow.
I am your host.
I like the Ramabow. What do I want on it? That is a good question. Dionysus.
Less prattle, more battle, boyo. Give me all you got.
It's to update your Xbox avatar from pasty to slightly less pasty. That's not unreasonable. Okay. What about if we take off middle management and tight deadline, and then we can put on extreme measures, because we haven't done that and I feel like we should see that.
Alright, it's time to shine.
Mortals believe that there is no return from here.
We'll give it a go.
They are correct, and we all must do our part to keep it that way. We have a certain reputation to uphold.
Okay,
time to uphold.
Here we go. This is definitely one of my favorite weapons. There's loads of weapons. I like most of the weapons in this game. There aren't too many weapons I feel too bad about. Oh, I think probably the power shot for none of these are great for Rama really. Like spread shot is kind of okay, I guess, because it's so long.
Let me in.
I know where you are.
I know it. Any shotguns in this game? There is the gun has a like a shotgun mod on it that you can use, which is very satisfying to use. I'm a big fan of that. Oh gosh, why these guys? I hate these guys so much. Leave me alone. Okay. The shotgun is very fun though. I do like the shotgun. It has a good shotgun feel to it. I mean, obviously, like third-person shotguns are a little bit weirder, but it feels good. You see some very interesting topless men in the heat. So one in pets at home that look like a witcher troll but dark orange. Wow. That's certainly an image.
More numbskulls?
Yeah, I like this weapon. I like stacking up all the damage on everyone and then just popping them all at once. Our power shot is so slow on that, which is why I don't love that boon. But it's okay. It's okay. I think we take Chaos here. Yeah, you see some strange people wandering around when it's this hot. Well, not strange people, but you know, people wearing strange things to try and cope with the heat. More dash strike, more health, more special damage. I'll take a bunch of health, sure, why not? We're gonna get Dionysus anyway, so let's grab this Athena now. Get a nice cheeky Athena boon. Can't go wrong with Athena. I like how wide this bow is. That's very satisfying.
Good night.
There we go. Nice and clean.
It was my privilege to have visited your father's house.
It's also nice that we get to catch up with everyone after the party.
Nyx and your mother each are very shrewd. Perhaps you've taken after both of them. As for your new responsibilities, exposing weak points and defenses is my specialty.
I guess in a way, like the epilogue ends up being like a really nice thing to have. Absolutely, Con. Absolutely. Sky. The deflect's coming in handy for us there. Okay, we caught him out. That's good.
Next time. Hey, back when we had that feast there, man, I hope I didn't, you know, make for any inconveniences or anything down there, did I?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't like to say Dionysus, but none of these are what I want. I want it on the special. Come on.
None of these.
I'll take premium vintage. I guess we're getting something else on the special, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe Dionysus will show up again. I'm not married to it. I think that's another nice thing about this is you can always go for a build, but if it doesn't work out, you can flip reverse it, try something different, go with the flow. It always feels like you get something interesting, so that's good. It doesn't necessarily mean everyone feels as strong as each other, because definitely you get some runs that feel very strong, but it feels like you can
more.
Some runs work out really nicely, and some runs, like, you may do. You get, like, an interesting build. It's maybe not quite as strong, but it has some unique, like, perks to it. And like I say, we still haven't seen all of the duo boons, because there's so many, and so many different combinations. Easy does it. And there we go. Grab another key, because we don't have a choice. I do feel like maybe I should switch over to the other boon thing now that gives us less of those house rewards. But also there's so many house rewards to farm up if I'm going to play in the late game. Maybe I would just hold on to that just Because I'm playing on my own time, I don't really need to worry about the specifics of the builds I'm getting. I can just kind of grind out the resources. Get those super late game upgrades. There we go. Beautiful. For 1 health, given that we restore 3 there, probably not worth our time. Ooh, big deflect there. Divine Dash, still one of the most powerful, like, defensive boons in the game. Undoubtedly. Oh, there we go. I guess we'll get an Infernal Trophy. It may not be good for us. It depends what it is. If it's a health one, obviously that's not much use, but...
Prince Zed. Just one thing I don't understand, Prince Zed. If you'll indulge me for a moment here. If everything is all right for you at the house, then why is it you're fighting to the surface still?
Oh, you know, wouldn't want Father to get too comfortable thinking this place is foolproof. It has a terrifyingly ominous reputation to uphold. There is no escape.
Sure, that makes sense. Well, from a certain point of view, escape over and over to prove it can't be done.
Quite.
I like that. Well, let's both of us keep at it then.
I'll take the darkness, sure. I believe in a thing called love. And you know what? Let's gift our boy Baldy. Of course.
How's everything going lately there, Baldy?
I mean, I feel that heat. What did Baldy give us there? 2% attack damage bonus. Lovely. Thanks, Baldy. Much appreciated. Is there a fish? No. Okay.
No urns permitted in this.
Grab the health, and we'll grab. Here we go.
I feel all tingly.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted it on the. I would have taken it on the special. Okay, whatever. We're gonna sell that. Oh dear. With me not paying attention, it's okay on the attack, but it will be better on the special.
You had a real bash down in your daddy's house, Red Blood. So sorry I couldn't make it. Next time, though, all right?
Next time, definitely, Electo. We missed you for sure and wished you could have made it.
Ah.
I'm sure you did. But you know...
It would have been nice, actually. They're not normally allowed in the house, these two, because they're such troublemakers. Oh, the Tisiphone fog. I hate it. It's honestly one of the most awkward ones to deal with, like, of any boss attack in the game, just because, like, not being able to see anything is just difficult to deal with, as it turns out. But you can't see where the enemies are. There we go. Whew. Tidy.
She won't like this.
The Furies seem incapable of thwarting you.
Which one?
I guess we take...
Go with that one.
Man, I got no boons that time, did I? Alright, we gotta pick up on picking up boons going forwards, because we got nothing on this build. I don't know how we went through the whole area and got 2 boons. It's really something. I guess we got premium vintage, which you can't sell. That makes sense. We have a level 3 Divine Dash, again, not super useful, but hey. deal with these guys nice and quickly.
I warned you.
Gold, brilliant. Okay, we spent like 50 gold to get this, so if we can get 50 gold back, if we get anything over 50 gold back and we don't die in the process, then I guess it will be worth our time. Okay, that was okay. I'd say that was worth the 22 gold. It's not a lot really, but it all counts. We've made a lot of health actually, despite not getting many other things. We have picked up a lot of health because we picked up the premium vintage and then a couple of nectars. So we already have 240 health, which is a lot for Tartarus. It's all good sustain at least. Lets you make more mistakes, which is nice. I've got to stop taking poms when I don't have anything to pom. Right, we got to go to the shop here, just so we can buy a boon. They almost always sell a boon in the shop, minimum. So, okay, we got 2. That's nice. Hey, Ariva, good to see you.
Cheers, mate.
How are you doing? Hope you are staying cool and hydrated as much as possible. I'll take the dodge chance. I'll do it. And there's the special. And we'll take the darkness. Why not?
Next island.
You tell you what, you're melting. That, yeah. Same here. Totally understandable. Not a fan.
Hello, Witch's Circle.
Oh, it is too hot. I feel like I'm in Asphodel right now. You should have trekked from Leeds to Manchester. Wow.
Wonderful to meet with you at last. We were so pleased to learn Persephone was safe. And Nyx, why, she's as stunning as they say.
Right, Zeus, you keep your hands off Nyx, alright?
I know things get complicated here, and that what's done is done.
You damn freak. Zeus's aid. Actually, high voltage could be quite good because of the way the lightning stacks work. Yeah, that sounds nightmarish. But I'm glad you made it back okay. Walked 5 miles today. Wow. Might honestly have been nicer outside, but I guess you're in the sun then, so that's. it's a real toss up there. You walked 5 miles and you would walk 5 more to be the man who walks 10 miles to fall down at your door. Oh my gosh. 10-mile walk does sound like a lot. I think I probably would fall down at the door after that. That's a round trip to see the boy. Damn.
You know,
Oh,
pomegranate seeds down in the Underworld held such power, if not for your mother mentioning it, cuz. In here, I thought they were just tasty. That was it.
Side hustle, sure. The most you walked in a day was about 20. That's a fair wang. A fair wang? It's a fair walk. I guess it's a fair wang too. But man, yeah, that's a lot of walking.
The spot.
Hello, young Zagreus.
20-mile wang, exactly, yeah. What do we actually want here? None of these really. I want to do a reroll.
What about these?
Sure, why not? Why not? We'll do a frost attack. A bit different.
Lerny, if you'd like for me to kill you, hiss.
We do have that perfect power shot, which I should take advantage of, really, but this is one of the more awkward bosses, I think, or one of the more awkward like versions, just because you have to be really careful about where you stand. Preferably not in the lava.
There.
Okay, let's see how many people we can get. I've got Zeus's aid. I had to check that then. I guess if we both threw several people, they'd probably all take damage from the... That's kind of cool. I didn't really consider that. Did a 16-mile charity walk at your job a few years ago. Walked to and from work, and then you went to a gig and then out dancing. Wow. That's a heck of a day. I've done long charity walks a couple of times. I feel like it's the furthest I've walked. Is doing a charity walk. And then you got a tattoo the next day. I suppose at least you don't have to walk around for that. You get to sit down for a while. You probably had to walk to get there, but at least you get to sit in a chair for a bit. Or I guess lie on something, depending on what they're doing.
There. It's a crustacean.
Ah, lovely. But we are done with Hades. This is our epilogue episode. We finished last week, so BRB, no worries. Don't worry about it.
Another one maybe.
Like a cast? We don't need a cast here. Not necessarily. We still haven't maxed out Demeter's horn, so maybe we should do that.
Purge boons for coin.
I'll sell the Greater Evasion. I think it is a good boon, but I don't think it's essential.
I'll take this one.
Outer Wilds on sale. Wasn't Outer Wilds on... No, it wasn't on Plus, was it? It was on Game Pass. Was it not on Plus? I guess not. I don't know. I don't... Part of me feels like it was, but it must not have been, otherwise you wouldn't be asking. Because you're pretty good about picking up the Plus games. I feel like you would have got it if it was on Plus. I mean, Kyle and I would obviously tell you we both really liked it. You can't necessarily guarantee how someone will feel about it. It is you know, I feel like you have a reasonable idea what it is. It's an open galaxy exploration / puzzle game.
Better.
Which you avoid the ones you don't care about, but get the rest. Are weird. I mean, to be fair, like I pick up pretty much everything. I didn't pick up the David Cage games because I didn't want to risk David Cage getting money off me somehow through a back door. But I do generally pick up everything on Plus. There's no Majora's Mask. I mean, I think I prefer it to... I mean, I never finished Majora's Mask. I only played a tiny bit of it, but it didn't do it for me as much. Personally. I guess if you like Majora's Mask and you want like that kind of concept, but it's an adventure game, or like a, you know, like an exploration game rather than like an action game, then Outer Wilds, baby. Is there only one version? I mean, they've patched it, but yeah, there's only one version. They patched it a couple of times, so they may have given it like some kind of name of like, oh, it's the finished edition or something. I don't know. But it is
Sharpen my senses.
I don't think there's a collector edition. I could be mistaken, I guess. There's not like DLC for it as far as I'm aware. Still hear another flame wheel or two. Hi Taff, how you doing? Good to see you. How are you keeping?
Gods grant me strength. Better blessing.
FF Complete Collectors is £30. Interesting. I mean, bear in mind that like that version is the version where you'd have to pay for it. So it'll be, remember it'll be on sale if you're talking about FF14, but remember it will be on sale again probably. So like if you want to wait until you've played more of the game before paying for it, like it's still going to be on sale down the line. I hope everyone is keeping hydrated, as I said earlier. Cons on the last quest of Shadow Bringers. Cool. Sounds like you've been enjoying it, which is good. People seem to like that. You would get a free month with the if you bought it. But like, yeah, I would personally, given that you're already on the free version, I would probably just wait until you get deeper in, because it will go on sale again by the time it will go on sale again for about the same amount by the time you get to the point where you would need to start paying for it to carry on. We'll take the twin shot. Twin shot's a great boon. It does lower our range a little bit, but the range on this weapon is not always the best anyway. Just gonna ignore Kyle's antics. I would like to play it though, it's been a while. I know we were kind of waiting for Connor to do the dungeons because he wanted us to do them with us, but at some point we may just have to start doing them anyway. Otherwise we're never going to get them done.
Butterflies better stay away from me.
My little sprout. Young Zagreus. My grandson. I can scarce believe it still. To think that Kore, or Persephone, my daughter, she had been with foster brother Hades all this time. A match I wouldn't have expected or approved. That's why she left. How blasted hearts do what they want.
Okay. Frozen Touch. Maybe? I don't love any of these. I'm gonna re-roll. These are okay, but Stubborn Roots is okay. I'm gonna take the Frozen Touch anyway, even though we re-rolled. I'll palm here. Yeah, like I said, it may just be like if you, me, and Martin are around, Carl, we may just have to do those dungeons anyway. Like if Connor's around, we'll do them with him, but like otherwise we're just never gonna play it because you know we're basically at a point where like those two can't do anything without without doing the next dungeon. We've actually got two, but they need to do Totaract before they can do basically anything else in the story, so we might as well just get it out of the way, and then we can carry on with it. Yeah, I feel like we have to put as few barriers between Kyle and playing Final Fantasy as possible. Otherwise he'll just play Overwatch. Because he has a sickness.
Good enough to eat.
Okay, Zeus is cool. Maybe we ramp up here. Sure.
Pumped up.
We're not pumped up. And that's what makes the difference today. You cannot delete it. I will not say that. As my promise to you. I put too much time in for you to delete it now. All right. It's weird, like, I think Zeus is pretty comparable to Dionysus in terms of, like, a cool damage, but it's hard. I feel like it's harder to tell quite what's going on with it, just because it kind of bangs around. Whereas Dionysus, you can see it stacking up and then ticking. It's just a little bit less readable. Should probably get a reroll here. Okay. You really want to do the mana one? I mean, we're pretty close to the mana one. Because we only got to do Totorak, and then I think Hawk is the next one after that, right? Hawk mana is like after Totorak. It's like the one you do. And then it's Brayflocks after that, which I quite like. Brayflocks. Brayflocks is a fun one. I feel like Hawk is maybe where the mechanics really start ramping. Like Khan and Hawk are where they really start. Like Totorak has a few mechanics that are interesting, but they really start to like ramp up how many like systems the dungeons have in the encounters. Shadowbringers, an antagonist from Shadowbringers is one of the best voice actors you ever heard. Wow, that's saying something. I feel like I always liked the base story of Final Fantasy, but of Final Fantasy 14, but I see why people don't like it. It is like, it's very like, a lot of it is very like, oh, there's another god, let's go fight a Titan, let's fight a Primal, there's another Primal.
Disappointing.
So I see why people aren't a big fan, but people who don't like that seem to like the DLC stuff way more, so that's fair. You've never done a raid? Yeah, I'd love to do one of those. That would be lovely.
Don't spend it all in one place, mate.
My greetings to you, little sprout.
Okay. Summon Roots isn't the worst, but I don't really want it that much. I'll take Killing Freeze. I like Killing Freeze a lot. Very good against bosses. Hi, Danny. Doesn't sound like you're needed.
Some kind of bad dream.
You're 100% needed.
It's finally time, Mysterious. He's here. Aren't you now, you vile, insignificant hellspawn? Prepare now to be overrun.
Oh, this is unfair. That's a bronze-plated Macedonian Tau Lambda. What's an obnoxious
okay
like you doing with the most durable chariot?
It's not so much that you're needed, there's so much as you're wanted.
You don't deserve to know. Suffice it that Asterius and
I would like to do them with you.
Once again, and we shall not hesitate to exploit our hard-fought spoils against you.
All right, this is a different fight. I need to actually pay attention. They've got this big gold armor now. Look at this. Okay, we got him. Oh, he's got a big... Oh, no. Oh, geez. Oh, that does a lot of damage. I need to get stacks on Theseus. There we go. Just so that we can decay them. He's got a big AoE on that slam now, which is quite scary. I'm just gonna stay away from that. That seems, oh gosh. He starts running directly into it. Oh, he just keeps going.
Undeserving fiend, all which you think you have achieved.
Thankfully, we do tons of damage when we actually do hit, because... Okay, there we go. We got him.
Down, one to go.
Okay, these bombs you can kind of see going up and down, so they don't immediately hit. You have a bit of time to get them.
So, monster, you think you have the wherewithal to achieve victory? God, my chariot!
Oh, he broke his chariot. What a nerd.
Gods of Olympus, I shall stop this monster!
I guess they're testing me.
No!
That ought to make Theseus shut it for a bit.
Asterius is the tough part. Yeah, it seems that way. I feel like that's the true of the base fight as well. Come on. Hey, buddy. There we go.
To you, good shade.
I shall stop you by my own hand if I must.
All right. What do we want for this final area? If we finish leveling up, we haven't finished leveling up Demeter. That's good. I guess we'll take this. This is it's always a solid pickup.
Anything else? Why not?
We do need to sell something though. Oh man, this is actually not great. I'd sell the special. It's okay, but it's not essential.
I'm out of here.
Okay.
If I were a Satyr, where would I be? Gah.
Beautiful. Nice and clean. Whipping through them. The little rat's never really a huge issue. You can just kind of dash your way through them all. They don't have any health, so just bash them out. Just gotta be careful of the hazards. And there we are. Nice and simple. Can't wait for Halo 2. Yeah, I mean, it sounds exciting. Connor was saying it was one of the favourites. Or a fan favourite, which I don't remember hearing that, but I think it's, I'm sure you can find fans of all of them.
All set.
I think it was well liked, certainly.
I'm back.
But I think, Halo 3 is the one I remember people talking about a lot. Maybe that's just because it was the last one. Actually, no, the Halo 3 was on Xbox 360, wasn't it? So it was the first one on the new gen. Martin and his dual-wield needlers. I mean, don't all the games have dual-wield needlers after 2, right? I presume. I don't think they took dual-wielding out. Maybe they did. Maybe they took it out in one of the later games.
Not yet.
I'm not a Halo expert. I think Halo's all right. I kind of came around on Halo, but
in the name of Hades. All right.
Sure, that works okay. Oh, they took him out after 2.
Got this delicious sack of meal.
Oh, there you go then.
Here's the fee.
This is interesting. I actually don't know what the best thing to do is here. I'm going to upgrade the Zeus aid just to help clean things out a little bit quicker. And double strike, sure. Jolted is good, but double strike's really nice for damage.
Prince persuades the Underworld's ferocious.
Oh, okay, so there was still dual wielding, just not for the needlers. Okay. Yeah, the shotguns are all good. It's a nice shotgun. It's not my favorite shotgun, the Halo one, but it is a good one. For sure.
See you, boy.
I think a big part of the shotgun as well is like how the enemies react to it. Which you could consider part of like the
Hate to keep you from
way
your
it hits,
work.
but I don't know.
If you are here, then the Olympians must still be lending you their aid, just as before. I scarce believe the Queen's preposterous idea worked. That all it took to settle an old score was a blasted family feast.
Come on, Father. Even you must have enjoyed that feast to some extent. We ought to do it more often. Good thing you trusted Mother's judgment on that one. So then, to the death once more.
All right.
Indeed.
No, super shotgun from Resi 2. See, that's interesting because again, that's like a top-downy kind of game, which I always think like it's difficult. Like I say, I like the shotgun in this, but like doing a shotgun in like a top-down game is difficult because you're not as close to the action. It's harder to sell the impact of the shotgun, right? As like compared to a first-person or an over-the-shoulder game. A shotgun isn't making you fall on your ass, is it a shotgun? That's a fair question. Oh my goodness, the warmth. It's getting to me. I need to go get more water. I've just about run out now. The double barrel in Doom 2.
What's wrong, boy?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great shotgun. Can't beat a super shotgun, for sure. I mean, if you're going to call it a super shotgun.
And what's your point exactly there?
Someday you'll
You're asking, you're setting a lot up, so it's got to be good. But I definitely agree, it's a good one. I really like the, actually I really like all the shotguns in Gears. Like the Nasher and the super shotgun. Is it called the Sawn-Off maybe in Gears? Is really nice. It's like a very close range. That is kind of like a super shotgun equivalent. Zagreus? No, right? We still haven't seen him. The stream's gonna go forever.
I shall not take such disrespect from you.
Game doesn't want us to end. They know what we want, and they're not giving it to us. To be fair, it took us a couple of runs to see Orpheus and Eurydice, I think, so maybe they deliberately hold them off for a moment. Oh gosh, I just went back into it as well. Bad.
You.
Oh, you bought it? Nice. I'll enjoy it.
You accomplished this.
I think you could definitely play it on stream, but you don't need to. I think it works either way. The thing is, like, playing on stream, you are going to obviously get like a lot of people poking you, which is nice to have, but like I think you want a very light touch with Outer Wilds because the discovery is so much the part of it.
See you at home.
Like you really you want, I feel like you want people to take it, you want people to only give you help when you're really, really stuck, and even then just like just a little nudge in the right direction. Drums, drums, drums. Power shot and twin shot, I think, is our... Where's the twin shot? No, it is. Okay. I don't know. None of these were that. I guess we go with this uses a double strike boldy. Classic. Can't beat it. Hey, Frosty. Good to see you. Oh, you've been looking at it. It's very good, Danny.
Blood.
Highly recommended.
One might suppose the Prince's Tale most likely
It's a very slow game.
other tales of the heroes of our time.
It's a very slow. Well, it's not that slow because it's only 20 hours or so, maybe 30. But it's it has a very like gentle on ramp because they don't guide you very much. They're just like kind of go out there. They give you a few like nudges in a direction.
Feels like it's been a while, everybody.
But I think it's some people definitely go out and they're like, I don't see it immediately. And I think it's one of those games you have to spend a bit of time
There you are. So is
for it to
true?
click.
You know about you and Thanatos? Because he told me and I just said, whoa, but then everything made sense.
I'm sure whatever it is he said is completely true. Yes, Hypnos.
Wow. Layers of Fear 2 is on sale.
Whoa.
You never played 2, but you did buy it. That doesn't sound like you.
Circumstances call for more pets. We're all very proud of you, boy. You were so well behaved at the feast. I was worried sick one uncle or the other was going to set you off at some point, but you were patience incarnate. Thanks for helping show our extended family a good time.
How Infernal Cerberus, the Hound of Hell, managed to maintain civilized behavior throughout the duration of the recent feast remains a mystery to all who attended.
Man, only mockers. I like a mocker, but I wouldn't, you know. There's so many good coffees.
Oh, hi. Hey, Prince.
Get a caramel latte once and we're pleasantly surprised.
About Miss Megan, you? I mean,
Man, everyone's been hearing about our business.
because if so, then I want you to know I'm just so happy for the two of you. That's wonderful, you two. I'm so glad.
Sure you didn't just drop a Twix in it.
Thank you, Dusa. I know you and Miss Meg are close, so I am grateful that we have your blessings. Though we're kind of not out in the open with it necessarily.
Oh, you have a caramel latte every day. I thought you were suggesting it.
Quiet for us,
They're the cheapest Tassimo pods. Nice.
Oh, you better believe it. I will tell nobody whatsoever. No. I'll just be very, very happy to
Can you
make-
use the Twix as a straw like you do with a Kit Kat? I've never tried that. It might be too sticky. Maybe worth a shot.
Now that the festivities are over with, it's
Give it a
back to
go.
work like this, the same as ever.
Do you have any idea what happens when you announce the Underworld as a queen, boy? Damn it. Zagreus, I mean. You become inundated with well wishes from every blasted shade that wants something.
Spira. I don't know what I don't even know what a Spira is.
You're responding to well wishes? Aw. Don't you think some of your subjects are sincerely happy for you?
The work, nevertheless, has to be done.
It invokes unbearable heat. Maybe I should put this theme on. The one that invokes unbearable heat, because I'm feeling it. I did see that hydrate, by the way. I need to get a drink first, so we'll be doing that in a sec.
What use are they to us trying to manage this? They'll make things worse.
There's like a hollow twirl. Interesting.
They are your sisters. They are part of your life, whether you like it or not. Your relationship with them is yours to mold.
I'm afraid there isn't much for me to work with. You have a lot more faith in them than I do.
Okay.
I have a lot more faith in you, Megara. There are many obstinate personalities with whom we regularly interact. Thus, we do what is possible.
I understand.
Thank you very much for the stretch as well. Yeah, I'll get a good stretch in, a few lunges while I'm getting my drink.
If I sit down, I won't want to get back up.
I know that feeling.
Here's the catch of the day.
5 cans of Coke. That is madness.
What's new?
That's outrageous. I couldn't do it. There's so much Coke. I just don't think I could handle it. All right, I'm gonna get a drink. I will leave you with some music, and then we will be back for a bit more. It's a walk outside with jeans and a black shirt for 3 hours. You're dying slowly and painfully. Wow.
Shades line up.
New music.
Okay, right. Let's do the hymn to Zagreus. I feel like that's the most appropriate one. But, you're getting orange juice or some shit. Oh, man. Okay, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Everyone, get a drink if you haven't got one. Have a stretch. We'll be back shortly.
You turn that down this instant.
Okay, welcome back. How's everyone doing? Enjoying your remote only chat? Martin ruined it. Oh well. Disgraceful. Absolute travesty.
Skelly.
How are we on upgrades on this?
Aegis.
Oh, it's got another level. I'm gonna do another level. I'm gonna get some more Titan blood. We don't really need much Ambrosia anymore.
Let's see here. It's a deal. I'll buy the Titan blood.
Drinking orange juice. Wish it was Coke. I mean, orange juice is also very sugary, Connor. But I guess there is fruity goodness in it, so I got something.
Our bond is forged forever.
You should try water or squash. Yeah, you can have a Coke as well. I have like a Coke and a glass of water. Not right now, but I will frequently do that. You got a new drinks bottle off Amazon. Did you get one of those like flavor blasters that makes it that they would keep advertising, where it's like, this makes it smell like your drinks? I kept it cold all day. Oh, that sounds so good. Maybe I need one of those. Gotta get me some of that.
I meant to tell you something, grandson. You needn't have deceived the rest of us.
You're the one we were worried about.
That my daughter was with you down there all along. But families are a complicated thing. Just swear that you'll be candid with us next time.
Might put 6 cans of Coke in it tomorrow. Yeah, send a link, because I'm always down for a good cool drink. This is not really what I want. Let's take the crystal beam. We haven't used the beams in a while. Oh, there we go. We got our special.
It's no use.
Probably it's about yeah, that's true actually. If it's vacuum sealed, don't fill it with Coke, otherwise it will explode. Martin is right about that. So I wouldn't recommend putting Coke in it.
Okay.
As much as that is tempting, you need something that is non-sparkling, ideally.
I'll just take that.
Yeah. Otherwise, all the pressure build up will it'll build up, and then like it'll probably just explode or something, which would be a disappointing way for your nice new water bottle to go. You've been like that. I feel like that's like a newspaper headline. It's like, my vacuum sealed drink splashed me with, drenched in 25 ounces of Coke. The promotional image of the bottles is a photo of a woman feeding a guy an apple as they play cards. Wow. Sounds like a fun time. Or if someone would feed me an apple while we were playing cards. That's very sexy.
Come try me.
Yeah, has anyone else been getting adverts for the that bottle, that like scent bottle, where it's like, I think the idea is that you put water in it, and then it has like a kind of scent dispenser that makes the like, it has like a little nozzle that comes out next to your nose. So when you're drinking out of it, it gives you scents of different like flavors. No idea if it actually works. The theory is sound, but I bet it's weird. Hi Josh, good to see you. You've seen those ads on TikTok. Interesting. Bull Rush, Charge Shot. I love this perk. It's one of my. This is one of my favorite in the game. So nice of them to give it to us now. Hope you're doing well, Josh. Hope you are staying hydrated in this hot weather. Appreciate that it is a nightmare for most people.
Persephone, that's something else. I gotta tell you, man. I never took her for the sort to be all into Underworld stuff.
Yeah, you're done with the heat? Yeah, I think the same as the rest of us, to be honest. I never took her to be into Underworld stuff. I don't know how to feel about that. You got loads of rerolls. I would take the special, but it wasn't a very high level one, so we'll do a reroll there. Yeah, how was Ghost of Tsushima? Yeah, I'm kind of a bit wary of watching it because I do still want to play it. But you enjoying it so far? Of course, I don't really need to get that close to him because of the... Tick my talk. Wow. Danny gets you 15% off G Fuel. Wow.
Later, hear me, nephew? So make room for one more blessing and let's go.
Josh going for the Sneak sponsorship. I haven't tried G Fuel. I have tried Sneak, but it was okay. If you got sponsored by Coke Zero, you'd be dead within a week. Yeah, that is a concern, I guess. You'd be like, well, I've got this free Coke, I'm just going to drink it. Why not? They keep sending it to me. Coke Zero nasty. I like Coke Zero. I'm more of a Diet Coke guy, but you know, whatever floats your boat, I guess. If you're drinking soft drinks, whatever works for you. Connor fell asleep watching an FF14 guide lady.
I can use this.
But it's no Ken. Thank you. Sneak is awesome. Josh really is going for that sponsorship. I mean, you got to get it, right? You got to get that money. Okay, just that one. I actually really like the crystal beam with the shield, because you can just put them up and then block to keep them in the shield. You had a Diet Coke last week, so many regrets. That is honestly mostly what I have if I have a Coke. I get that it's not for everyone, but I'm fine with it. I like it. What are we using? Actually could be interesting, the lightning. I wouldn't hate that.
How about a different set of choices?
Sure. Let's give it a go, see how it is. If it's terrible, we can just sell it, so it's not the end of the world. I wasn't paying attention, I just walked into a trap. Oh dear. Gotta get that Wonga from somewhere. Exactly, right? Pepsi Max tastes better than the other lines? Yeah, you might be thinking about the wrong kind of Coke. Also, the shield lets you knock people around a lot, so it's easy to keep knocking them into them. Oh, this is a survival, right? Okay. Well, that's good. Whenever it's a survival round, and I don't really notice it's a survival round because it doesn't feel too bad, that's usually an indication that the build's okay.
Fine, go.
Pepsi tastes watered down to you? I mean, American Coke is weird anyway, right? Because American Coke is American Coke has that it's got all the high fructose corn syrup in it, right?
Look who.
Hey, sir.
You watch your step out there, all right, Prince Zed? You got it.
Why does Lucozade Orange Zero taste better than Lucozade Orange? Interesting. I like a Lucozade Orange. I don't know if I probably tried the Zero at some point.
Time, Baldy, my friend.
I feel like that feels like a weird one to me, just purely because another 3% damage reduction. Nice.
Kieran's shop.
Like Lucozade is kind of meant to be sugary, right? Like at least traditional, not the sport one, but the traditional one is meant to be sugary because it's like a recovery drink. Like it's a high glucose drink. That's kind of the point of it.
Come on up.
You played, yeah. How was Ghost of Tsushima? Like I say, I'm a little wary about spoiler stuff for it because I'm still thinking about playing it. But you were annoyed by it?
I'll take it. Nice.
Oh, I don't have enough of the health. You liked it, but you didn't love it.
Well, Zed,
Some sparkling water is okay. Yeah, I don't like sparkling water. Not a fan. The flavor of it, just the way that the carbonation alters the flavor. No, I'll take like some like flavored sparkling waters, but regular sparkling water, nah.
Let's see.
I don't want it. The way it makes it taste, I'm not into it. I'd rather just have regular water.
You'll get exactly what you asked and nothing more.
Oh. So if we just stand in front here, we can make sure she's still getting hit by the beams. Ah, she's impervious. Damn it.
Not yet.
There's a lot happening when you get all three of the sisters in together. It's just very all action.
Sisters, go.
Bye, Meg. My weapons can
You like Dr. Pepper? Dr. Pepper's good. Yeah. I said this before, I didn't like Dr. Pepper at first because I was expecting it to taste like Coke, and when it didn't, I was so surprised that I was immediately assumed that it was disgusting. But I do quite like it now. What do we want here? I'll tell you what I do want to do.
Let's think about this.
So I really want to sell
What else we got?
this Thunder
There's
Flourish
that one.
and get something better.
Okay.
You like ginger ale? Yeah, I like ginger ale. I'm not big on ginger beer, but I do like a ginger ale. And yeah, good as a mixer, right? Make like a whiskey highball with ginger ale. That's nice. Josh had 7 up today, as well as 40 gallons of water. Wow.
Hi there.
I mean, that's good. You should have as much water as you reasonably can. And obviously don't go too overboard, but in this kind of heat, it's difficult to drink too much water. I'm sure you could do it if you really tried, but I'm drinking water pretty constantly. Ginger ale is a good mixer, yeah. I tried to make ginger beer once, which like with gin and ginger beer, because I was like, well, they sound the same, so they're probably good together. It wasn't great. It was okay, but it wasn't great. I wouldn't do it again. I don't love ginger beer, so I don't know why I thought it would be good. Ginger ale might have been a better shout, to be honest.
That's what you get.
You drank 6 bottles of water and still felt like you were going to die. You're not a huge pop fan in general. I like a lot of soft drinks. I don't drink tons of soft drinks, but I do enjoy a soft drink here and there.
Things aren't so bad here, hon. Hope you can.
Frosty hates S Club 7. Outrageous. Things are pretty good here. I feel alright about things. I would love refreshing nectar because we need to get some gosh dang boons in this house.
Take care.
Smooth sailing.
I'm gonna keep blasting this guy. I do like the laser beams. They can be a little awkward against like some of the enemies like this that jump around a ton. They're obviously not quite as strong though. They're still quite fun to use, but they feel a little... It's one of those things where like when it gets going, it's an incredibly powerful thing. Obviously very good against bosses, which is kind of where they excel. Maybe a little less good against the general mobs, just because they move around a lot more. Unless you can get the hunting beams. You don't get people that drink tea or coffee with their meals. I have coffee with like a breakfast. That's okay. I'm down for that. I wouldn't do it during the day. Iced tea is so good. Did you get an iced tea, Danny? There we go.
Thank the gods.
Stream keeps dying, Twitch is killing you. Man, that sucks. That's a pain.
Time I had while visiting you recently.
Frosty spilled sparkling water all over your router. Disgusting.
And you are burdened with a big responsibility, aren't you?
S Club is the greatest pop group ever. That's high praise, Josh. I do like S Club 7. That is very high praise. You know, they're good. I'll give them that. They are good. I'll take a Dying Lament, sure. I don't want to use my last reroll, really. Ain't no party like an S Club party. That is what they say. Josh was in S Club 7. I mean, that's not inaccurate. I mean, Josh says he wishes he had been in S Club 7. If you told us you were, we don't have a way to disprove it. S Club 7 was well fit. I mean, yeah, reasonable. I mean, they were pop stars, right? You know? Gosh, I just want some boons. Give me the boons.
More Drakens.
These guys are the real assholes. I think you just have to be patient and dodge around them, but I want to just run straight at the enemies most of the time. And they're very unconducive to that. Luckily, shield. Okay, what do we got here? Some gems? Sure. Oh, you know some songs. Didn't know the name or didn't care enough to remember. Wow. Can't believe this S Club slander. They're iconic. They had their own TV shows. Oh my gosh, these Medusa heads are absolutely giving it to me. I hate this.
That's quite enough.
Remember the S Club movie? Which one? There must have been more than one, right? They had like 5 TV series.
Get me out of here.
Frosty's favorite artist is Akon.
I don't see why not.
Cheers, mate.
Still no real boons. Connor's favorite artist is Justin Bieber.
All right, Nernie, let's have it out
Interesting.
between us then.
See, this is where the laser really comes into its own. Oh, I thought it was done. There we go. Oh, the boss is blocking the beam. He's tanking. I can't believe this. This is outrageous. Dionysus aid though. Very, very good. Thankfully. This is messy. I think we got them all. There we go. That'll do it. S Club movie had you in tears. Wow. Connor's a true believer. It does make sense. He's a Leon fan. Wow. So a bit of S Club, where the odometer rolled over to 0, and they went back in time to the 50s. That sounds like an S Club plot for sure. I'd buy that.
Now. Whoa, a flame eater.
I never had a dream come true till the day that I found you. Man, what a banger. I'm not going to sing anymore. DMCA. Got to be careful. I'm sure they would mistake me for S Club 7. Where are we going here? What are we doing?
Maybe I should switch.
Honestly, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I still need to sell something, right? I'll sell Darling Lane. I think it's good, but...
Get out of this damn heat.
Busted was the real bad boy of your... The real... See, I read that as bad boy. The real boy band of your early teen years. I feel like Busted were about my sort of time. I feel like when Busted came along, that was when I was getting slightly to the age of like, I don't care about boy bands. This ain't for me. Like, I just about, like, Busted were just on the edge, and then by the time McFly came around, I was like, yeah, maybe not. And then I came around and I'm like, no, they're actually good. It's just, you know, you go through a period where you're just like, oh, this is kiddie shit. I'm not listening to this. You know, you go through your like edgy teen phase, and you're like, actually, pop music's fine. How many people are in S Club 7? I mean, the name kind of gives it away for us. You were the perfect age, but you were a really cool 10-year-old. Where on earth? Oh, it's you! Get back! The thing is, you never got. Yeah, that's kind of that's just Connor in general. Like, this is kiddie shit. You started liking Linkin Park in your age of teen phase, so you realized they were fucking amazing. I didn't actually listen to a ton of Linkin Park when I was a teenager. My friend played me some, and I was like, yeah, this is fine. It didn't grab me as much. I still like some of their stuff. I like some of their stuff more now, probably, but definitely at the time I was like, this is okay.
My shield grows stronger.
Like, I didn't dislike it, but it didn't immediately grab me. Yeah, this should have been called S Club 8109. But yeah, it was very sad when Chester passed away. He was too young, you know. Always sad when something like that happens, for sure. One says Linkin Park is god tier. Yeah, see, I was never that big of a Linkin Park fan, but I can enjoy some of their stuff. Yeah, they did. You're right, Connor. They became S Club. I think just they solved the number issue. Let me tell you, pop groups have still not learned not to put the number of members in the name of the band, and then have some of your members leave, and now your band name doesn't make sense anymore. I get it. It sounds cool. You want to be, oh, there's 5 of us. We're going to call ourselves 5 for Vive. But what happens if someone leaves? You're going to be Favor? What is this? Oh, their manager was called Simon, and that's why they're called S Club 7. I could believe that. That's perfectly believable.
Thank you, mate. That's the stuff. What else is there? Mm-hmm.
You and me, butterfly ball. What a line. I like this song a lot. This song's very Doom. Got that kind of aesthetic to it. Obviously not quite as rip-roaring as Mick Gordon's soundtrack, but still pretty good. Everyone's very spicy. That's what happens in this heat. Like, they say that for, you know, they say that for a reason. You know, when it's hot, everyone's just more riled up, you know. Everyone make sure you
Much rather be out with the
drink some nice cool
than with these
water.
gods upon this mountaintop. You must know what it's like.
Simon Club 7 Jr. Ah. Everyone drink. The motor rate goes up a lot in the Baltimore summer. Exactly, Kyle. Exactly. Spot on. Thank you, Danny. I'll have another drink, which won't do me any harm, certainly. Everyone's being very spicy. Except for Kyle, who's just lying back. Let's go for those big attacks. Here we go. Alright.
Hey, that's Achilles, isn't it?
Wanted me to do it, I swear. Were it not for you, Pat, I don't even like to think about what I'd have done.
Everyone pay attention.
The war would have gone differently then, I suppose.
Why, look who.
Here they are.
I thought we might run into you, but how strange to see you face to face out here, lad. To see this place myself, I still can't quite believe any of this.
He really can't. Though I keep telling him it's true. Nothing's accomplished without risk, isn't that so? But we of course have you to thank, stranger. Our troubles needn't have been your concern.
Ah. I tell you what, Patroclus looks way happier. He looks way more like upbeat. Look at this, he's got his nice armor on. He's standing up. He looks like he's trimmed the beard a little bit. He's looking pretty stylish.
Nonsense, sir. You're my friend. And Achilles. I don't know where I would even be if not for you.
Well, no need to get emotional, is there?
See, look at that. Everyone, stop fighting and
Achilles is simply on break, is all.
have a nice, lovely time with your bestie.
You've a demanding job as well, so here, my customary gift. Here then.
Thank you, Patroclus. Just call you Roxas because you're a nobody? Very good. And there they are. Finally, the boys. Together at last. Ah. Well, that was nice. And the thing is, like, obviously there's going to be more story. Like, we're still getting story about Orpheus and Eurydice, which is, I think, the first one we did. But, I'll save that for everyone else to discover on their own time. Or for me to discover on my own time. But I'm glad we got to see them together, finally. The true end game. That's what it was really all about. Achilles was the guy that trained us. We've finally given him some happiness. Yeah, stream over. And it's true. I mean, now we can... I was worried we were going to have to just keep doing more runs, but we finally... Everyone go home. That's it. I'm going to... I'll finish out this run, because why not? This is the best stream you've watched since the Mass Effect 2 DLC. It was good fun, I'll say that. I still like Arrival. I get it's not great, but like I think it's interesting, kind of. I feel like the thing with Arrival is it's not really treading a lot of new ground. It's just at a bigger scale. VODs aren't good enough for Danny. He's only interested in live catches. Cool people don't watch VODs. I mean, to be fair, when do you have time to watch VODs? Too many streams happening. I thought I had deflect dash then. I do not have deflect dash. Need to be careful about that. It's a busy room. There's a lot happening in here. It's like a very summony build as well, because we've got our Beyblade and we've got the laser beams. Beyblades and laser beams and shooting stars. Reroll. This time you warned him you were going to kill him, which is fair. Okay. Give him the old drink. Gotta get it. Danny couldn't bear to watch more senseless Batarian murder. To be fair, it's weird that they didn't warn them. I mean, you don't really have a chance at that point. It is a bit weird that, like, because, like, you have, what, like an hour before, like, the countdown time is like an hour, right? So surely they could have set the thing off a little bit slower, but they didn't give you that option. That would be too kind.
One for the stash.
I would trust Frosty as a motivational speaker. For sure.
Should help keep me going.
I guess we put it on the special. Why not? Wait, do we have the... we have the thing. That's actually probably not as useful then. Maybe I'll sell it. We'll see. I still don't have anything on the special.
Brothers in death! Well, you senseless monster, I suspect you're not so pleased
Everyone
with
moans.
yourself now. Behold, for my glorious
Yeah, everyone loves it when
has been restored.
when Daddy Martin bullies people. The problem is, Frosty, one person says one thing and then everyone just gets set off and then everyone's just fucking banging, you know? Except Kyle, who's being lovely. Crack is Moorish. Exactly, right? That's it. One person says something a little spicy and then it's just escalation. It's just, that is, these boys are just escalation city. And then there's no coming down.
Though it must have cost a fortune in gemstones and diamonds restoring an old Macedonian.
You're like men with Ven. It is also the heat. The heat doesn't help, but that's for sure. The bottom half of Danny is on fire. You should probably sort that out.
Property destroying scourge is you yourself, Asterius. Together, let us break him.
All right. Okay, right. That's dangerous to block because the angle he jumps in at is quite difficult to see. Oh god, don't get stuck in that. That's so dangerous if you get caught in it. This one's like a lot more chaotic, which is quite scary. You really can't afford to stand next to him when he jumps there. You just got to get away, I think. Oh, he's going to do it. Can we just block this? Okay, we can. Oh, it's quite dangerous, actually, because the way he like edges around you if you do that. Oh wow, he got me.
I shall run you through. Drink up, mates.
Okay, we got him down. Big Dionysus there.
You and me now.
I don't even know how we hit him with the lasers when he's in the chariot, to be honest. We might have to save that for when we get him out of it. Just chase him around. It's a little funky. You have to make sure you don't go in front of him because that's when he's quite dangerous. Like if he touches you, then he does a lot of damage. This is one of those enemies where you do just, if you touch them, you take damage. Okay, there we go. There we go. Whew. Those guys are tough. That is a hard fight.
Finally. Especially
Asterius. Once you get rid of him, Theseus is not so bad, but Asterius is real dangerous.
You are my biggest fan.
Whew. And Carl's busted Frosty on the McCree thing. Beautiful. Okay, we need to sell something, of course. I think we probably sell this at this point.
There goes that one.
Not gonna get that many rewards from them anymore. I'll do a reroll here just to see.
This ought to help for sure.
What do I want here? I don't know. Does this work retroactively? I'm interested to know. Oh, we didn't actually buy anything anyway.
What do I get?
The Eris bangle. Not the best thing to have, but it's okay.
Check.
Whew. I would rather be a dick than fake nice. I'm gonna guess. You can be nice. I've heard you be actually nice. You gotta be. The thing is, you gotta be nice sometimes, because then when you pull out the banter, it works better. Like if you're nice to people like 80-90% of the time, when you whip out the big banter, it catches people off guard. That's what it's all about. Okay, beautiful.
Another one of those gigantic satyrs. Meg, help!
Okay, beautiful.
Need to keep looking down those passageways. Come on out. That is a scuffer.
A scuffer. Anyway, what would people like to see me play after this? Not today, obviously, but... I'm interested in Hollow Knight. Oh, okay. It's been a while since I played it.
Beats dying.
I could consider it, certainly.
Should be useful.
Play Hades again? Yeah, I mean we could. We could start a run on Hell mode. We haven't done that. It's like a slightly different difficulty level. We could try that. If you've been paying attention, Connor, you would have known that it's about that we are about to finish. I mean, it's still a full-length episode. You know? But yeah, what would people like to... this game's a lot better on the hardest difficulty. I mean, you're not wrong. But... where's my... I don't know. There we go.
For me.
Good night, Connor. Take care. Thanks for hanging out.
Juicy. Got to keep searching.
Do you have to type "come" after that emote? No, you don't have to, but you can. Depends how you're feeling. Of course, it's gonna sit in the quiet chat corner. It's just a bit much. I think everyone's just riled up by the heat. Last week, like on Monday, no one was talking because it was so hot. And today, everyone's just at it. Just giving it that, you know? People out, I mean, to be fair, a lot of these kids are riled anyway, but like, I feel like it's even more so in the heat. I think it's like, Danny and Connor like bounce off each other. So they just kind of escalate to this like 98% absolute rip and piss level whenever they're around each other, and then everyone just bounces off that. Yeah, Danny's like that anyway. I feel like the average person is like, you know, everyone makes fun of their friends, right? Like that's how you know you're friends with someone, is when you feel comfortable making fun of them, right? It's like, yeah, okay, I feel like I'm comfortable in our relationship enough to make fun of each other. But I feel like people do that, you know, like they make fun of your friends like 10% of the time, maybe 5% of the time. And Danny and Connor are like 85% of the time. They're like way up there. That's just the boys, I guess. They're just constantly spicy.
Felt that. Down the chute.
Yeah, old Dana and Connie, the boys. Yeah, this all has started because, actually, to be fair, you guys are arguing about Pop in the first place, but it kind of started because Martin made an innocent joke about S Club 7.
After deliberating briefly, Cerberus concludes that yes, he shall accept the sack.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like, because I feel like normally you see people and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, like someone will make a joke, but then most of the time they're just, you know, normal friends to each other, and then you two are just like at each other's throats, but not in a mean way, just in like a. But if, as you say, if someone didn't know you, they'd be like, do these guys hate each other? What is this? Do we need to put these two in separate rooms? Is there a problem here? Are they going to start fighting? Oh my gosh. I wish I was out there now with them on that snowy battlefield.
What you're getting from Olympus amounts to anything of use. Darkness.
Laser beams. Come on. Oh man. Got hit by that. Shouldn't have got hit by that.
Tell your loyal subjects to stay out of this.
Yeah, Danny does get a special hello in Martin's chat, that's true. That's how much he cares. I feel like Martin always goes out of the way to find something special for each person. He's very thoughtful about people's interests. And Danny's interests, as we know, are people going, oh! Oh my gosh. It is a very British mentality, you're not wrong. You can't blame people for assuming that that's what you... Also, I feel like most of our disagreements spawn out of someone goofing and then someone else not realizing they're goofing. Carl says, to be clear, he's never goofing. Carl, don't goof. Oh, I dashed straight into that. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this.
You wish to anger me?
These beams are not as strong as the last time we had beams, which is a little disappointing, but that's how it goes sometimes. To be fair, we didn't go all in on the beams this time, so I guess it makes sense. Laser off. Some Dragon Ball shit.
You bested me.
Is this wrestling?
You, Zagreus. Take me home.
They forced you to rep the Union Jack in Overwatch. Who did that?
In the name of someone very sore right now.
Thank you, Kyle. Kyle always gives the GG. He's always there. You know what? Let's put Companion Batty on. I feel like Companion Batty's been there for us all along. And, of course, our other friend, Baldy. There we go. Oh, I like that Martin's strategy. You know how people sometimes take a hostage in a fight? I feel like Martin's strategy is to take himself hostage. He'll be like, fine, I'll quit. I'll take off my slots. Martin is proud of me, like a daddy. Thank you, Martin. Thank you for being the second Ken to my first Ken.
Another sturgeon.
Couldn't think of a better person to Ken tag team with.
He cannot kill me like like this every time believes the Underworld Prince, he shall eventually have no more ideas. But the Prince, as often is the case, is wrong.
And there we are, one final time taken by the Styx. And that, my friends, is Hades. It's a video game from Supergiant Games. I think it's pretty good.
Come on in. Hey, did you see? Somebody got me this incredible new sleeper seat right here. Though I would never lie down while on the job. I'm perfectly alright sleeping while standing up.
Yeah, to be fair, that is how British people... You're not wrong. Oh dear, what a...
Always have more pets for the greatest boy.
I do like slap each other with Vindaloo. That sounds like a good time. Yeah, you're not wrong, Kyle. You're not wrong.
The hellish watchdog snarls at the listless shades crowding about the court.
Frosty, look up Vindaloo by Fat Les and listen to that, and then you won't forget Vindaloo anymore.
You altered one of my own pacts.
It will be
without so much as seeking my
stuck in your head.
Undoing terms that were agreed upon. Do you intend to undermine everything in this house, boy? Or only me?
I'll undermine anything, I don't care.
Only you, father. Good thing I've inherited some of your fate-given authority, being your son and all. Otherwise, some of your most loyal subjects would be bound by exploitive terms for eternity.
Terms that they chose themselves. Terms to the benefit of this house. What if Achilles were to leave his post for the green pastures of Elysium? What then?
Doing another one? I don't think so. I think that's a good place to end. We saw the thing we wanted to. I'm so hot.
You could find a replacement, but it's a pointless question.
I feel like we're getting a lot of dialogue that is like appropriate final dialogue.
Now that he has increased ability to step away from it.
I say maybe in the future. I'm gonna keep playing this on my own time, so maybe in the future I'll do like a like high heat stream if people would like to see that. But not for a while, at least, because we've played so much Hades, and I still enjoy it. But you know, hey, I feel like I think it is a good game. I know some of you guys were not super into it, and I appreciate you sticking around anyway. But I had a great time. I really enjoyed it. I would recommend it to people. I think it's really well designed.
You know, it must be pretty handy being able to turn.
Not for you, yeah, fair enough. I mean, that's that's how it goes sometimes.
Whenever you please, like, I don't know, sticking out your tongue or something.
You're right, Martin. This was a high heat stream. Oh my gosh, I am so hot. I'm even hotter than yesterday and Monday. I don't know how.
Not quite as easy as all
but
not so hard. You have to get yourself pretty worked up and picture what you're seeing like a picture, really. And then, flip, stone statue. It's funny. I used to think everybody could do it.
It's interesting. I think
probably for the best that we can.
Hades got a lot of love because I think it was one of the first roguelikes that was very approachable to a casual audience. I think as someone that's played a lot of roguelikes, like some of the roguelike and roguelite aspects of it, you know, felt fine but not really particularly revolutionary. I think the writing is good. Yeah, I mean, Supergiant's writing is always good. I think like any individual, if you took any individual conversation and showed it to someone, they'd be like, this is okay. And then I think, you know, if you take the way they integrate the conversations over the course of all the runs, I think it works a lot better. Just piecing all these little bits together. Each time you come back to the house, there's new bits to learn, stuff like that. I think the integration is very well done. Narratively, probably not my favorite of Supergiant's games, but I really like what they did. I mean, this is working with a pre-existing lore and their own spin on it, but I still really enjoyed it. I like all the characters. I really like their take on basically all the characters. I think they do a good job of doing, you know, they're very much the characters from the lore. They're very much those iconic members of the Greek pantheon, but they're also kind of unique. They're not always the same way that you they're not always the same way that you would normally think of those characters, which I think is nice.
Sir, you're back. How was it in Elysium? Was everything all right?
It went well, lad. As well as I could have hoped. Better than I might have feared. Hey, don't take Patroclus calling you stranger personally, all right? He has less charitable terms for those he doesn't care for.
Oh, my chat doesn't do chevrons. That's weird. I wonder why that is. That's interesting.
Come on, Achilles, I want details here. What happened with you two?
Oh, Zagreus wants to spill it, Achilles. A spillies.
Well, thankfully, your efforts meant that no words really needed to be said when I arrived. He simply said my name. Then we just were.
Aww.
Two souls, together in one spot. The way shades linger. It looks mournful, right? But it isn't always.
That's wonderful to hear. He seemed uplifted in your presence. You must have lots of catching up to do.
Lots of making up for lost time. And finally we have some time to spare. It's odd, because so many of my memories of him are from a time of war. Now we can make new memories, in peace. Anyway, see you out there again sometime, I hope.
See you out there.
Achilles, next time you're in Elysium, I thought this might be something you'd enjoy, that you might share.
Ambrosia. Well, I'm honored, lad, truly. Although it's I who ought to be bestowing thoughtful gifts upon you for what you've done for me, not the other way around. And I happen to have one here, on Pat's and my behalf.
Aw, a gift.
You have a chthonic companion? And
Oh my gosh, a companion. Oh, can we get the boys in? Oh my gosh, the legendary warriors by our side. That's nice. That's a good touch.
I had envisioned that you would succeed.
The funny thing about the finger guns, Frosty, is I know because Frosty doesn't like finger guns. I feel like about 80% of the time I do the finger guns, I forget that Frosty doesn't like finger guns until I do them, and then she's like, ooh. And it's like, oh right, yeah, you don't like the finger guns. And then the other 20% of the time I'm winding you up. But like most of the time I'm just doing them because I like doing them.
Once again, your birth mother, the Queen. Although it was not as difficult to see her off this time, knowing she shall return.
It must be difficult for her, returning to Olympus. She had no love for it at all. I hope she'll be all right.
Thank you, Frosty.
Do not
The uwu, I know Kyle doesn't like the uwu, but you can't stop it.
Not that I expect anything untoward to happen, but, well, with your family, one learns to take precautions, as you know.
I'll miss her.
Yeah, I'll miss it too.
But it shall not be long, I think.
Frosty does the uwu on purpose. You know, you could sing Big Uwu to the tune of Vindaloo if you wanted to. That would work.
So the Olympians are backing you officially.
Big Uwu, Big Uwu.
To help the family business finally. Lord Hades probably never thought he'd see the day.
Uwu.
Right? You know what I mean.
Oh dear. The Weeb anthem.
Seems only fair they should help in some capacity. They all work together on the surface, and let's face it.
I'm actually glad we got some of this post-finishing dialogue. I know there's more of it, but
shore up the whole there is no escape reputation we've got.
I like that we're seeing some of it because I feel like the first thing you say to everyone is like a nice sort of closing statement from everybody.
By making you unfairly stronger by the time you try to get through me.
Exactly. Here's all I caught.
Mine is filled with the rage of 1,000 suns. I'm filled with the
seems fair enough.
Internal filling of 1,000 suns right now.
What's in stock?
And I hate it. Alright, well, Mum's not out here, presumably. But there we are. That's a Hades. You know what we actually could do?
Come, Stygius.
Before we finish.
My aspect of Stygius grows stronger.
That's it, the blade. You gotta
One
let me
final
handle
thing.
everything. That's it, keep going.
Thanks for everything, Skelly.
I'm finally free, boyo.
Farewell, Skelly.
F in the chat for Skelly.
What?
Got you pretty good again, didn't I, boyo? I am asking you to get me out of here. All that stuff about your blade and your aspect, I mean, you ate all of it right up.
It appears I've been the victim of an elaborate prank. Not sure that I appreciate it, Skelly. What if I were to never hit you again? How would you like that?
Done counter. 1.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Now, come on, boyo. It was just a joke. I figured things could lighten up a little here. Don't need to do anything rash.
And no more tricks like that again.
There we are. Are we giving him ambrosia? Or do we have to go and do a run before we can do that? What if I was to never hit you again? Would you like that? Yeah, that's a good... He'd fit right in.
Skelly, while I know your services have already been paid in full, your sources ought to know you've been doing an excellent job. So much so I wanted to give you this.
Is that a vintage bottle of ambrosia, pal? I never even thought I'd get to try a thing like that. I mean, what am I here? You know what? I want you to have this. To symbolize our
Oh, we can get
friendship,
Skelly out as well.
Need a hand out there.
Yeah?
Skelly,
Yes!
Mate, you really shouldn't have. Do you have any idea?
Zag's
how
not
defined
impressed.
this is?
A bit of banter. There you go. Skelly's been so nice to us the whole time. It gives you a bit of the banter, and you're not expecting it. Yeah, all this new stuff.
That's a new one.
See, now we got all the companions. Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. What a good way to end. There you go. This one creates a distraction. Oh, so he's like a taunting thing. He just kind of stands there and taunts. That's clever. I like that. And then this hits 2 foes for 1500 damage each, which makes sense because I guess it's I guess both of them. Yeah, Achilles and Patroclus. So I'm guessing they both come in together, which that seems cool.
Betty, you're all set.
I'm gonna finish leveling up Meg's companion. Should we level up?
Drink up, Antos. Drink up there, Mort. There you go, Feedy. Here you
Let's
go,
just level them
Feedy.
all up once, just for
Maybe this one's for you.
just for good time's sake. There we go. Complete set. Done. Achilles and Patroclus always coming together. Exactly. 72 escape attempts. Oh, I gotta go collect my stuff. But there we go. That is Hades. I recommend trying it.
Fulfilled.
If you haven't, give it a shot. See how you feel. It is coming to Game Pass soon. It is also coming to PS4. I don't know if it's on PS4 yet, but it's coming to PS4 soon. It's also on Switch. It's on PC. Don't miss out on it. Thank you everyone for coming along. It's been an honor and a delight. Frosty has opened a strawberry, cucumber, sparkling water. Wow. What a combo. Well, I hope you enjoy it, Frosty. That's all I'll say.
What do you see, bad friends?
And here we are. One final time in the House of Hades. Thank you everyone for joining me on this adventure. It's been a lot of fun. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Make sure you keep cool. Especially if it's hot where you are. I guess if it's cold where you are, don't worry about it too much. Try and stay warm. But if it's hot where you are, stay cool. Eat well, sleep well, all that good stuff. Take care of yourself. Take care of others as well. I have been Ken. This has been Hades. We'll be back next Wednesday with something else. I don't know what yet. Feel free to send me suggestions. But until then, I've been Ken. This has been Hades. It's a very good game. You've all been delightful. Take care and I'll catch you next time. Cheers!